Okay, here we go. This is Garrett, Tearstojoyministries.org. All right. This video is called, Yes, Sometimes I Get Angry at God. That's correct. Sometimes I do get angry at God. This last week, I was tortured in bed 3 nights in a row. Now, for those of you who don't know me, you might not believe me. For those of you who might be brand new to my YouTube channel, you might be going, what? What? You were not tortured in bed. Are you doing drugs? Are you psychotic? Or, for those of you who are brand new Christians and you've been listening to that prosperity preaching, when you hear that I was tortured 3 nights in a row, your mind can't handle it. Your brand new little born-again spirit can't handle it. But for everyone else, I was tortured 3 nights in a row in my bed. Some of you go through this also. In fact, I've met some of you on the phone and on the internet. And this is what happened. By the way, I'm being burned up terribly right now. My theory right now is it's not to humble me. It's because the demons don't want to be exposed. They've been working in deception for 6,000 years now. And when you expose what they do, when you talk about it, when you go on radio stations and do interviews, when you write articles and books, when you make YouTube videos and talk about what they do, they freak out. They absolutely freak out. They do not want to be exposed. So I was tortured 3 nights in a row. It was bad. It was real bad. And on the 3rd night, when I'm trying to go to bed, I was tortured for 3 or 4 hours straight, nonstop, by, there was a spirit of depression, a demon of rejection, a demon of suicide. That's correct. And there was some kind of spirit of giving up. I don't know what to classify him, what to call him. Actually, none of us do. We're all guessing. But he's some kind of spirit of giving up. So let's think about this. I'm being tortured for 4 hours straight by rejection, by depression, by suicide, and by giving up. By the way, this is a gang of demons. They come to me once in a while when Jesus says so. They all come together. This is a complicated topic. This gang of demons is connected to a form of ministry work I asked God to let me do. And God said, no, you're not ready. And I said, I am. And he said, you're not ready. And I said, I feel like I'm ready. And I didn't say it with disrespect, and I didn't say it sarcastically. I said it to my loving dad in heaven, like real nicely and kindly. I said it to Jesus also, real nicely. I said, I'm ready. I said, I feel like I'm ready. Can you let me do this? And he said, you're not ready. And I said, I am ready. I'd like to try. He said, well, let me show you that you're not ready. And what happened is, that was one of the worst nights of my entire life. This was about a year ago. This is almost 2 years ago now. Those demons of depression, rejection, giving up, and suicide They all came together that night and they hovered above me in my bed, right above me. They hovered 1 foot above me in my bed. And Jesus told me, by the way, they attacked me that night. Well, this was 2 years ago. Let me try to remember. That night they attacked me for about 2 hours, nonstop. And Jesus told me while I was being tortured in bed, I'm not going to let you go do what you want to do until you can overcome this. And this is this gang of demons. They're a team. Well, it's been 2 years. I've been practicing what God asked me to practice. I was thinking maybe I'm getting ready to get started in this brand new ministry. And lo and behold, a couple nights ago, Jesus wanted to show me a couple things. Maybe you're not quite ready, Garrett. Well, I'm not saying I was ready. I was just saying that I wasn't saying to Jesus that I'm ready. I was saying to Jesus, I think I'm just about ready. I think I'm just about ready to get started. What do you think? So 3 or 4 nights ago, that same team of demons came. There's at least 4 of them. The 4, I've already mentioned them 2 or 3 times. There could be 1 or 2 more. And they attacked me in bed for about 3 or 4 hours straight, nonstop. And I was so depressed and so rejected, and I so gave up on everything. And I wanted to kill myself, and I was thinking about killing myself and fantasizing about it and how I can do it and what to do, blah, blah, blah. For those of you who don't know, there are rules out there in the spirit realm. There are rules, and you can't just go do whatever ministry work you want. Because if you try to do that, the demons can follow rules and slam you all the way to the hospital and kill you. There's rules. And Jesus told me on a couple different occasions, I'm not going to let you do this brand new ministry work because you're not ready. You see, there's rules. Jesus has a plan. You don't just get to go do whatever you want the way the prosperity preachers taught you and they lied to you. No, there's rules. And I thought I was just about ready to get started in the brand new ministry, and I'm not ready. And I got angry at God. God tortured me 3 nights in a row. If you want to blame the demons, you're still living in a dream world. If you want to blame the flesh, you're living in deception and lies. God is God, and nobody else is. And stop pretending the demons are God, because they're not. So, my best friend Jesus, the only friend I really have, he tortured me 3 nights in a row. And by the way, if you want to study this more, I've got videos on this topic that go into great detail how God is the one doing everything, not the demons. Okay, to continue. Jesus used the demons and tortured me 3 nights in a row, and I got angry at him. Yep, I am not Superman. I'm not Moses, and I'm not Daniel. I'm more like Samson. So I got angry, and I know it's a sin, and I felt guilty, and I'm not guilty. My sins are forgiven. I felt guilty, I want to make that clear because we have brand new Christians listening. And I felt ashamed. Why? because I know Jesus is using this torture for my good. He's shown me over and over again it's all for my good, but it's so hard to go through. It's so difficult to go through. And it's hard for you. And sometimes you mess up and get angry at God too. But God still loves you and me when we get angry. Our sins are forgiven. God understands how weak we are, how frail we are, how fragile we are. God created you and me. Don't hold on to the shame and guilt when you get angry at God. Just talk it out with Him, and He'll start to heal you and help you to feel better, and you'll let the anger go. And I'm letting the anger go every day. It's been about 3 days, and I'm barely even angry at all now. God knows we get angry. He sets the entire experience up on purpose. He's doing this on purpose. And it's all for your good, even though it can hurt. Finding out you got cancer can hurt. Finding out that you lost your job, it can hurt. Finding out you got to go back to the dentist again, it can hurt. Finding out that that Christian guy at church isn't interested in you, it can hurt. Finding out your brand new baby is going to die, it hurts. It can hurt. Sometimes we get angry. God knows. He created everything. He plans everything. He orders everything. God doeth all things, and all things are of God. Every single step is ordered by God in your life. He's setting you up on purpose in these very hard experiences. He's doing this for many, many different reasons, and they're all for your good. And He knows they hurt. He designed them. He created these things. He knows it hurts. So, yep. Just like you, I get angry at God and His Son Jesus sometimes too. I sure do. God knows I love Him. God knows how weak I am. God knows that I get angry sometimes. So talk it out with Him. Work it out. You're a family. Share it out with Him. And let's keep moving forward another day. Tomorrow can bring some good news, some average news, some bad news, and some terrible news. Let's just go another day. If we get angry at our dad in heaven, talk it out. Share it. Share it with Him. He'll heal you. Help you to feel better. Don't hide the anger. Don't try to cover it up. Don't try to keep it secret. Let it out. Let it out with God. Let it out with a Christian family member, your mom or dad, or a Christian best friend if you have one. Express it all with God so you can feel better. So to wrap this up, yes, He puts you and me through some very, very hard experiences, and sometimes we get angry. It's okay. You're not Superman. Stop trying to be Superman. That's pride. Stop acting like you're perfect. That's pride. If you're embarrassed about getting angry at God, that's pride. All right. Yeah, sometimes I get angry at God. Thank God that He forgives us and loves us and cherishes us and adores us.